the news seems easy, but we put thought into what we're doing. The Bahamas Tonight Access Now, here to inform, educate, and entertain. A new type of newscast featuring social media trends, news from around the islands, interviews with the people you like in our communities, sports, weather, and fabulous entertainment. That's a Bahamas Tonight Access Now with Marlena Leonard and LaDon Davis. 7:30, Monday to Friday. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
Welcome to What's Trending. Join me, Jiminita Swain.
And me, the Bahama Beauty, Monday through Thursday at 6 p.m.
Only on the ZNS Network.
What's going on, dog? I tell you we shouldn't park here now. This way parking, bro.
I tell you we shouldn't park here.
Don't get one of these things. My bar big broke, and he got a sticker inside. This ain't this mod though. We gotta move. This is honey gas. That's what we gotta move. But we gotta move. Don't. We can move right now. Sorry.
Be considerate. Don't use disabled parking spaces without a decal in your vehicle. This message is brought to you by the National Commission for Persons with Disabilities.
At the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas, I'm Clint Watson, and this is ZNS. The Northern Edition. This is the Bahamas Tonight. The Northern Edition has a look at stories making news tonight. MSC Cruises makes a major partnership move projected to drive economic growth. Also, the Member of Parliament for West Grand Bahama and Bimini weighs in on his general election opponent.
The Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition starts now.
Good evening and welcome to the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. I'm Ramiko Knowles. Thanks so much for tuning in. Topping news. In a major boost to Grand Bahamas maritime sector, MSC Cruises has officially joined Carnival Corporation and Royal Caribbean as a strategic partner in the Grand Bahama Shipyard. The announcement comes as part of a $600 million transformation project aimed at turning the shipyard into a world-class hub for cruise and commercial vessel repairs. An initiative expected to create long-term jobs and drive economic growth for decades to come. Shalia Roll joins us live now with the details.
Well, Miko, a big announcement coming in earlier today in a press release welcoming MSC Cruises as a new partner to the Grand Bahama Shipyard. This is a joint venture in concert with Carnival Corporation and Royal Caribbean, aimed at transforming the shipyard into a leading global cruise and commercial shipping vessel repair facility. So what does this mean for Grand Bahama? More jobs, more businesses, more spin-off opportunities. The Chief Executive Officer of the shipyard, Chris Earl, says that that they are delighted to see positive momentum on the expansion and modernization, which is expected to increase activity in the company, boosting local businesses, creating economic opportunities, and enriching the community for Grand Bahamians. The press release further states that Grand Bahama Shipyard is already the largest private non-tourism employer in the Bahamas. The expanded operations will further support the local economy. The shipyard's thriving apprentice program cultivates Bahamian youth talent by building and enhancing the technical skill set needed in maritime repair. Recently, the second apprentice cohort, made up of 20 local Bahamians, commenced their 18-week technical training at the Internet College in Brinkhead, Liverpool. On completion, they will return to Grand Bahama Shipyard to continue their 4-year program in order to meet the requirements of a City and Guild trade qualification, an internationally recognized ship repair standard. Also, the Grand Bahama Shipyard will take ownership of 2 new floating docks, a significant milestone in its $600 million transformation project. This extensive initiative is projected to create jobs and generate significant economic impact over the next 25 years. The floating docks at the center of the shipyard's transformation are among the largest in the Western Hemisphere, including a mega dock with the largest lifting capacity in the world. These docks can service all existing and currently planned cruise ships worldwide, as well as a broad range of other vessels. The first dock, named East End, is 357 meters long and 76 meters wide and capable of lifting 93,500 tons. It will be equipped with 4 state-of-the-art cranes and control systems and will begin its journey this September to the Bahamas, arriving by November, with operations beginning in January 2026. The second larger dock, named Lucayan, is designed for the 125,000-ton lift capacity and will be operational later in 2026, allowing the yard to service all large cruise ships and other commercial vessels. Now, because of the company's strategic location and industry expertise, the company is highly attractive to both cruise and non-cruise customers. The recent addition of MSC Cruises as a shareholder will further strengthen the shipyard's position as a leader in the maritime industry. This is definitely some good news, Miko. Coming to you live in studio for the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. I'm Shalia Roll. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks so much, Aaliyah. Certainly is good news. Well, the Minister for Grand Bahama, the Honorable Ginger Moxey, issuing a statement in connection to this major development. The statement reads in part that the Minister for Grand Bahama, the Honorable Ginger Moxey, is delighted to celebrate the continued confidence displayed in the Grand Bahama economy as an attractive investment destination and hub of opportunities. It further reads, with billions of dollars in investments underway on the island across multiple sectors, MSC Cruises' entry into the Grand Bahama Shipyard joint venture marks another significant milestone for Grand Bahama. In the midst of the ongoing $665 million transformation of the facility, this expanded partnership aims to solidify the shipyard as a world-class cruise and commercial vessel repair hub. With MSC Cruises on board, the facility is set to boost its operational capacity, expand its technical capabilities, and advance its long-term vision of becoming the world's largest cruise ship repair facility. In closing, there has been significant interest in Grand Bahama in recent months, and more is to come from MSC Cruises and other global investors, stated Minister Moxey. This is a pivotal movement for our island as the transformation continues. We are witnessing the reawakening of Grand Bahama as a preferred destination for large-scale investment, job creation, entrepreneurial opportunities, and sustained economic development. Well, in news from the Senate, Senator Kirkland Russell, during his contribution, says the Davis administration inherited an economy in disarray and was immediately tasked with cleaning up what he described as a financial mess left behind by the previous administration. According to Senator Russell, from the outset, the government developed a targeted strategy aimed at restoring fiscal stability and stimulating growth, and it is coming to fruition.
Upon coming into office and inheriting an economic mess, this Davis administration set out on an urgent mission to rescue, rebuild, and revitalize the economy. Yes. The administration committed to a plan that included 4 critical elements of a more comprehensive strategy that would contribute to salvaging the ship that had been run aground owing to a captain and his crew being unprepared to manage serious crisis.
Senator Kirkland Russell also adding that the PLP government has hit the ground running to ensure that Grand Bahama secures its fair share of economic opportunities, highlighting progress. Senator Russell pointing to Carnival Cruise Line Celebration Key Project, noting that approximately 74% of those hired so far are Bahamians, with many of them holding leadership roles. He emphasized that this is a clear indication that Grand Bahamians are ready and capable of taking the helm and shaping the island's future.
We knew unemployment was high, and with haste, Minister Moxie led the charge for the creation of the beautiful Grand Bahama project, providing jobs for over 500 unemployed residents to give them a hand up rather than a handout. We reinstated the sales orders for duty-free vehicles that the F&M had canceled. We also extended the sales order for building supplies and household appliances to assist Grand Bahama and Albacore residents. We championed the passing of the Evidence Amendment Act to finally bring closure to the families who had lost loved ones during the passage of Hurricane Dorian.
In political news, Member of Parliament for West Grand Bahama and Bimini, Kingsley Smith, sharing his thoughts on the Free National Movement and its newly ratified standard-bearer, Omar Isaacs. Smith criticized the party's leadership, stating that they do not have the best interests of West Grand Bahama and Bimini at heart, and shares why.
The Member of Parliament for West Grand Bahama and Bimini, Kingsley Smith, is weighing in on the Free National Movement's recently ratified candidate, Omar Isaacs, claiming that Isaacs is not from the constituency he was selected to represent. Smith criticized the party for overlooking two potential candidates from the area, Bishop Ricardo Grant and Daquan Swain, in favor of Isaacs, whom he believes lacks the historical knowledge and connection to the constituency he now seeks to serve.
You reject those, but somebody who is not known and who is questioning the efforts that myself, along with the Progressive Liberal Party and the Prime Minister, is making in West Grand Bahama and Bimini. The evidence is there.
Smith went on to criticize Isaacs for questioning several ongoing and upcoming developments in the constituency, suggesting that such concerns are either premature or unfounded. He further stated that Isaacs needs to know the facts before making certain assessments.
You want to question the junior high that was started under the PLP, but sat for 4 years and 4 months under the Free National Movement. 8 Mile Government Complex, the George Bush Complex, all sat and was not touched by the Free National Movement in 4 years and 4 months. And that's why I would have said that as aspirant candidates for the Free National Movement needs to know the history of West Grand Bahama and Bimini.
But despite who the F&M candidate is, Smith says one thing is for sure, West Grand Bahama and Bimini will remain PLP.
And that is Kingsley Smith under the Progressive Liberal Party banner.
For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Yolanda Thompson, Everest.
While community advocate Daquan Swain, a former hopeful for the Free National Movement's nomination for West Grand Bahama and Bimini, lost the nod to the newly chosen standard-bearer Omar Isaacs. Despite not winning the nomination, Swain affirmed that he is not done with politics and emphasized that his commitment to the party and its core values remain strong.
You know, I still believe that the organizations believe in those things, and, you know, right now, currently, you know, we are faced with a decision that we didn't expect, but, you know, that doesn't deter me from the core values and the principle of, the core values of the organization.
Overall, he emphasized that his efforts were never about politics or party affiliation, but always about serving the people. When asked about his next steps, Swain shared that his current focus is on spending quality time with his family.
Serving people, it's something that would always be in my DNA, whatever the title may be, whatever the position may be, it's not about that night. So for right now, I think I could spend some more time with my family. I got a wife, I got a young child. So I think that right now the most important part is making sure that West Grand Bahama has somebody who is committed to that work. And for me, spending some more time with my family.
And still to come.
Grand Bahamians celebrate National Flag Day with a special ceremony at the Harold de Gregory Complex. That story, sports, and more when we return.
Imagine a world where every brand knows your name and every store awaits your arrival. Elite shopping. Travel where luxury is a lifestyle, when every journey feels like home. Dine where every flavor is just for you, every table reserved, and every moment a taste of perfection. Make every big moment even bigger. Experience banking where wealth isn't just managed, it's maximized. Step into a world without limits. Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
Come on down and see what Dolly Madison has in store for you. Renovate and rejuvenate at Dolly Madison.
Let's come together to worship in preparation for our nation's 52nd anniversary of independence at the Ecumenical Service of Praise and Thanksgiving at First Baptist Church, led by the Grand Bahama Christian Council on Sunday, July 6th at 3 p.m. The public is welcome.
It's a pre-independence Sunday brunch at No Holds Barred, July 6th, hosted by Tej and music by DJ Hot Skull Swagger and DJ Rambo. Enjoy baked chicken with crab and rice, plus games, prizes, and a round trip to Bimini. Just $30 entry.
Walk, run, or cycle in the Ministry for Grand Bahama's Welcoming Home 5K Road Race and Health Fair on Saturday, July 5th, beginning at 6 a.m. at the Harold de Gregory Complex. Bring the family for a morning of fitness, fun, and culture. Get free health screenings after the race and purchase a healthy breakfast from participating vendors. Registration is free. Go to ministryforgb.com to register today.
In the heart of the Bahamas, there once lay an unassuming island, scarred, forgotten, left behind by industry. A place that had given so much, but had been abandoned in return. It took a family whose legacy is deeply intertwined with the sea to see its potential. They saw not just an island, but possibilities to replace abandonment and desolation with life and beauty. The transformation of Ocean Key was a collective effort, bringing together skilled workers, artisans, builders, and conservationists, combining passionate visionaries with Bahamian expertise, ensuring that Ocean Key was not just a paradise, but a source of opportunity.
Welcoming Home. Get ready, Grand Bahama. The Welcoming Home Grand Expo and Empowerment Seminar is coming July 4th, 2025. Join us at the Grand Lucayan Convention Center from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. for a day of inspiration, information, and opportunity. Hear key updates from the government and connect with top investors, entrepreneurs, and business leaders. Whether you're returning home or looking to grow your vision, this is your moment. The future of Grand Bahama is now. Be a part of it. That's Friday, July 4th at the Grand Lucayan. Don't miss it.
Your number one team in the North. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
Welcome back. The Sir Charles Hayward Library is shaking things up this summer under the theme of Let the Adventure Begin with their summer camp. Camp organizers say the young campers will explore the wonders of the world. Our intern, Aaron Burrows, has that report.
The Sir Charles Haywood Library is hosting its annual summer camp under the theme, Let the Adventure Begin. Library Administrator Shanrika Foston shared that campers will embark on a journey of virtual travel.
So we're going to have in here set up as if they are actually going to the airport, immigration. They're going to be on the airplane, and then they will travel to that spot. A lot of them may not have ever heard about these natural and man-made wonders, so that was in my thinking, that's what I wanted them to experience this year.
Exploring the 7 natural and man-made wonders of the world, the camp, which welcomes children ages 6 to 14, aims to be both educational and inspiring. Camp volunteer Lavette Farrington says she hopes the experience helps campers appreciate the value and beauty of the world around them.
Along with them taking away an understanding and a greater appreciation for the world around them, they will come away with library skills and research skills that they are so in need of as, we move into various directions when it comes to education and academics.
While reading remains at the heart of it all, this camp is lighting up young minds in every way, from belting out songs and passing a hula hoop in team challenges to kicking up dust in outdoor games. Camp instructor Gabriel Cooper said the children will be avid travelers this summer, exploring the world one adventure at a time.
Being an instructor at the All About Skills Library Camp has been very rewarding. It's very fulfilling to see the kids just come out and enjoy themselves, where they can incorporate learning and skills and fun, of course. It's a very affordable camp. It's all day, and I would recommend that they bring their children out.
From flipping pages to exploring the wonders of the world, these campers are diving into summer with open minds and bright spirits, setting the pace for their peers and proving that reading is anything but boring. For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Aaron Burrows.
Great job, Aaron, our intern there, getting his spotlight in there.
Definitely has a voice for television.
Absolutely. Well, today we know that all Grand Bahamians celebrated National Flag Day. We had a big ceremony here down at the Gregory Complex.
Yeah, and the rain stopped right in time with Miko. The ceremony went well. We'll talk more about that, I guess, huh?
Right. Yeah, we'll have that report for you tomorrow. But what's coming up in sports?
Well, yesterday we spoke about Mako Aquatics coming first place at Nationals, but now Alpha Aquatics had a pretty decent showing at the Nationals as well. We're going to have from some of those athletes and coaches from Miko.
All right, good stuff. That's coming your way next. But first, a check on the local weather forecast.
Weather forecast is brought to you by Royal Star Assurance.
'Cause it's so beautiful.
Welcoming Home. Get ready, Grand Bahama. The Welcoming Home Grand Expo and Empowerment Seminar is coming July 4th, 2025. Join us at the Grand Lucayan Convention Center from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. for a day of inspiration, information, and opportunity. Hear key updates from the government and connect with top investors, entrepreneurs, and business leaders. Whether you're returning home or looking to grow your vision, this is your moment. The future of Grand Bahama is now. Be a part of it. That's Friday, July 4th at the Grand Lucayan. Don't miss it.
Here are some tips for having your home ready for a hurricane. Keep all trees and shrubs trimmed. Bring in all outdoor furniture, plants, or any other items that may become airborne due to high winds. Cover windows and doors with hurricane shutters or pre-cut plywood. Clear drains and gutters. And remember to secure important documentation in case you have to evacuate. Don't be caught off guard this hurricane season. Be prepared.
Do you want to find relief from common health concerns such as headaches, back pain, chronic inflammation, and more? How about improved sleep, boost energy, and improve overall well-being? Check out RA Balance Bahamas and get your body into balance with biomagnetic therapy. For all our social links, contacts, or to request an appointment, visit rabalancebahamas.com.
Grand Bahama, it's a time of celebration. The Bahama Brass Band presents With a Shout, Wheel March, celebrating a combined 170 years of service, duty, and music ministry. 100 years Nassau and 70 years Grand Bahama. With special guests, the Trinidad and Tobago Police Force Band, female contingent. Tickets are $20 in advance and $25 at the door. It's all happening at 7 p.m. Grand Lucayan Ballroom, Saturday, the 26th of July, 2025. With a shout, Wheel March.
Good evening, ladies and gents. I'm Jay Philippe, and welcome to Sports Talk. In sports, Alpha Aquatic Swim Club placed second at the Bahamas Swim Nationals with just under 60 athletes as part of the club. A number of athletes returned to Grand Bahama with medals to show after competing with the best junior swimmers in the country.
A lot of our swimmers got personal best times, which is what we wanted. And then we had 5 swimmers who came out with either high point or runner-up. With a 4-day competition, they got a little bit tired. So with them being tired, they still brought the energy to inside the pool. And of course, the coaches had to rally them up.
I competed in the 50, 100, 200 backstroke, the 400 IM, the 200 IM, the 1500 free, and the 400 free. I got 3 golds in all the backstrokes, and then I got 5 relay goals, 5 relay medals.
It was very tough competition, so coming out of it with runner-up high trophy was really good for me, and I was proud of myself. I competed in 7 individual events. I got 4 individual golds. I competed in 5 relays. I got 7 silvers in total out of relays and individuals, and 1 bronze individual.
Next in sports, the Freeport City Council basketball camp is ongoing this week at the Anita Doherty Community Park.
Oh, it's a joy. I mean, they came here to work hard. You could tell they really care about their development, and it's a great time. Going over the fundamentals, learning how to dribble the ball well, passing, shooting, just breaking down the fundamentals so that they can add another layer to their game.
I had a lot of fun. I learned plenty of things. I learned how to dribble with my left hand. That's something I didn't know how to do, and I thank God for the opportunity and help.
And that's your quick check on sports. Your Facebook friend of the day is next. I'm Jay Philippe. As always, be blessed.
July 2nd through the 10th, Grand Bahama is the place to be. Don't miss the Welcoming Home Grand Cultural Festival in downtown Freeport, Saturday, July 5th, beginning at 7 p.m. Bahamian food, arts and crafts, kids corner, and live performances by Recon Bahamas, Sherrod Taylor, Nishi LS, Avi, and DMAC. Go to ministryforgb.com for the full welcoming calendar of events. From July 2nd through the 10th, Grand Bahama is the place to be. Don't miss the Welcoming Home Grand Cultural Festival in downtown Freeport, Saturday, July 5th, beginning at 7 p.m. Bahamian food, arts and crafts, kids corner, and live performances by Recon Bahamas, Sherrod Taylor, Nishi LS, Avi, and DMAC. Go to ministryforgb.com for the full welcoming calendar of events.
Just 50 miles off the coast of Florida lies a destination unlike any other. Welcome to Resorts World Bimini in the Bahamas, where vibrant culture means endless adventure. Relax on pristine beaches, savor Caribbean flavors, and sun-filled hotel stays. Whether it's a tranquil escape, night at the casino, or a weekend full of thrills, Bimini feels like a world away, but closer than you ever imagined. Your journey begins here, Resorts World Bimini.
Welcoming home. Get ready, Grand Bahama. The Welcoming Home Grand Expo and Empowerment Seminar is coming July 4th, 2025. Join us at the Grand Lucayan Convention Center from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. for a day of inspiration, information, and opportunity. Hear key updates from the government and connect with top investors, entrepreneurs, and business leaders. Whether you're returning home or looking to grow your vision, this is your moment. The future of Grand Bahama is now. Be a part of it. That's Friday, July 4th at the Grand Lughan. Don't miss it.
Number one team in the North. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
Concludes the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. I'm Ramiko Knowles.
And I'm Jay Philippe.
Thanks so much for tuning in. The Bahamas Tonight comes your way next with Mukesh Lapinda.
Brought to you. ZNS News is brought to you by the new BTC. Fiber is here. Faster, stronger, more reliable. Together we are unstoppable. Switch today.
Coming up in the Bahamas tonight, boaters sail off to new jurisdictions under the weight of heavy local fees. Find out the millions of dollars in losses for one local marina. Plus, Nurses Union exec assures stability and focus amid continued internal struggles. And a celebration of national unity and progress with flag-raising ceremonies throughout the country. The Bahamas Tonight, the National Report, starts now. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the broadcast. A new fee structure for boaters causing serious backlash for industry stakeholders who claim the government's decision came without consultation and will undoubtedly topple the country's position as a top destination. Furthermore, they're warning that if not revisited, there could be a revenue loss in the millions, sending mariners searching for an alternative vacation destination with greater ease of doing business. Lloyd Allen has tonight's top story.
The Customs Management Amendment Regulations 2025 creating some havoc throughout the mariners here in the country.
Things were said like consultation was given and all of that. It absolutely wasn't.
President of the Association of Bahamas Mariners, Peter Morey, confirming the new fees pegged to a frequent digital cruising card, a fishing permit, and anchoring fees, all reportedly not accessible through the government's Click-to-Clear portal, can cut deep into the country's coffer.
Tourism actually made an estimate somewhere between 90 and 120 million. So that's a fairly significant loss in revenue. I mean, in taxes, that's $10 million to the government.
Morey adds the impact of the amended fee structure can also discourage boaters from choosing to dock locally.
Other Caribbean countries, our neighbors, Turks and Caicos, they saw an 82% increase and we saw a 30% decrease. So it shows you, where they don't have these fees and it's relatively easy.
He reasons spin-off businesses are also set to sink rather than swim amidst the changes.
Like cleaning companies and technical companies and, all those kind of things, shore-supported businesses, the florist, the provisioner, and these are all like very small businesses and of course the marinas.
Morey believes as his industry represents a significant portion of the gross domestic product, a shift in execution may be the calm needed to settle this storm.
They need to sit down and listen to the stakeholders in the industry. They have to understand that there's so many Bahamians involved in this industry throughout the Bahamas.
In his budget contribution last week, Attorney General and Minister of Legal Affairs, Senator the Honorable Ryan Pinder, defended the amendments as fair and balanced.
We've moved the threshold for the first tier of fees from this up to 50 feet. We heard the industry. The industry said, and we've seen the proliferation of larger recreational boats. Say 34 feet, which is what the regulations had, is too small. We hear you. Now we moved it to 50 feet. So those for this frequent digital cruising card, not exceeding 50 feet, is $1,500. Remember, that's for 2 years.
For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Lloyd Allen.
Grow the economy, reduce spending, improve revenue collection, and find new sources of revenue. The Davis administration's patting itself on the back for having checked all those boxes, putting it on a clear path it believes to not just balance the budget, but pull in a projected surplus of $75 million once the 2025-2026 fiscal year wraps up. Today kicks off that 12-month period, one the government projects will lead to a total revenue of $3.89 billion, or 23.6% of GDP. Total expenditures estimated to amount to $3.82 billion. To meet its revenue projection, the government plans to improve compliance, and these measures cover immigration, customs, and water sports. It will also update outdated frameworks. In terms of the money projected to go out, there's that much talked about public service salary review, an expansion of health coverage for all government employees, an investment of more than $30 million in infrastructure, and nearly $30 million in social assistance. Now, while Prime Minister and Minister of Finance, the Honorable Philip Davis, has expressed deep optimism about the road ahead, he acknowledges it will not always be easy. The fiscal year runs through June 30th, 2026. In other news, Free National Movement officials admit the party's candidate selection process may leave some disappointed, as many individuals who applied to represent the FNM in the next general election will not get the nod. That aside, FNM Deputy Chairman and former Bain and Grandstown MP Travis Robertson, who last evening appeared as a guest on The Rundown with host Clint Watson, spoke to the public's apparent excitement about the FNM candidates unveiled thus far, even answering criticism about the political newcomers.
Not heard about a number of the candidates, and so this is where the introduction now of our full slate of 17 will roll out over the next couple of days, introducing them to individuals they may not know, and so that's not unusual. We invite Dr. Minnes and any member who you may see a candidate, you may have interest in them. Their biography is available. They're on our party's website. They're out there. You can get the information.
Holding that the Free National Movement is not distancing itself from former leader and former Prime Minister, the Most Honorable Dr. Hubert Minnes, or any other supporter, the FNM executive says the party is simply pivoting to fully respect the wishes of Bahamians.
The cost of living is a major issue. People can't find food, they can't pay their bills, the middle class is shrinking. These are real issues. Light bill, as we could see this month, has skyrocketed once again. Crime is a real issue. So we're speaking to the real issues that people are experiencing and talking about on the ground, and providing real legislative policies and positions that people would be able to buy into the vision of a pentad administration.
On the labor front, the roughly 1,300 members of the Bahamas Nurses Union, an ongoing rift within the executive has led to a number of court matters, the most recent resulting in a judgment compelling the former administration to cough up some $60,000 previously unaccounted for. Now, as told in this report by our Lloyd Allen, the union's president is refusing to be distracted by some executives.
President of the Bahamas Nurses Union, Muriel Lightbourne, says the ongoing debacle within the organization is all rooted in the misappropriation of funds in excess of $60,000. This as the union fights toward its new industrial agreement.
The members said at the AGM, we want this monies back, and so I have to do what I was instructed to do.
President Lightbourne confirms a ruling was handed by the court for the repayment of the funds in April. But aside from that matter, questions of the current leadership's validity have surfaced.
After much agitation from my team at the time, we was granted an election in January 19th, 2023.
This paves the way for the next election in 2026. Now, Union Treasurer Sharon Rhodes says the question of a financial report is a question that should not be asked, as there were two audits done in 2023 and 24. Both reports now in the hands of the Secretary General.
After the AGM was completed, the reports was submitted on to the Secretary General, which is Siobhan Brennan, for dissemination to the relevant authorities. At present, they are still in our possession.
Now, while the Court of Public Opinion claims alleged infighting within the organization, President Lightbourne assures that her goal remains on cementing a new industrial agreement for members by October.
Of course, we're going to be asking for an increase in salary. That goes without saying.
The veteran nurse adds there are also plans to amend the union's constitution, which she admits is flawed. Committing to continuing her work as president in 2026 and beyond, Lightbourne says her hope is to resolve all of the union's outstanding matters in the best interest of its members. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Lloyd Allen.
Coming up, suspected arson in Weston, New Providence. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report. More news in a moment. Imagine a world where every brand knows your name and every store awaits your arrival. Elite shopping, travel where luxury is a lifestyle and every journey feels like home. Dine where every flavor is just for you, every table reserved, and every moment a taste of perfection. Make every big moment even bigger. Experience banking where wealth isn't just managed, it's maximized. Step into a world without limits. Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
Irresistible taste of a KFC big deal, some people will do anything. KFC is finger-licking good.
While others see customers as numbers, we see our customers as people, neighbors, friends who deserve more than one-sided connections. That's why we are redefining what real connection is by prioritizing our customers and showing our appreciation by putting our money where your loyalty is. BTC customers, claim your $200 Bahamas Air gift card when you add postpaid mobile to your internet plan. That's loyalty that flows both ways.
When your hands are too full, life is just too complicated. Lala, Sally, come here. Uncomplicate. Go faster, safer, greener with the digital way to pay. With Tap to Pay, it's as easy as a gentle touch. No more headaches. Say hello to convenience. The future of pay is digital with options like credit cards, debit cards, online banking, and digital wallets. Make every experience unforgettable. Embrace the ease of digital payments today.
Hi, I'm Melissa, and I'm a survey enumerator with the Bahamas National Statistical Institute, or BNSI. For the next few months, we will be conducting the Household Expenditure Survey on various islands.
You might be wondering, why is this survey important? Well, it helps us to determine the poverty line and assess how to ensure everyone has access to the basic services they need. This information is used by the government, businesses, researchers, and students to make informed decisions and plan for the future. We know that your time is valuable, which is why we've made the survey as simple and easy as possible. And don't worry, all your information you provide is confidential.
Your participation will help us gather accurate information that will benefit everyone in the Bahamas. Thank you for your cooperation and being a part of shaping the future of the Bahamas.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Bahamas Striping Group of Companies, where safety is first.
Seems up. You're looking at a shot of Fort Charlotte and Clifford Park. That shot courtesy of drone pilot Destiny Reed. Welcome back. Police tonight are keen on finding the arsonist behind an early morning blaze that has left a New Providence family homeless. Authorities say it was around 3 a.m. that one of 4 vehicles was set afire at a home on Roberts Drive, Coral Heights West. That fire quickly spread, completely destroying the 4 vehicles and the split-level home. Now, thankfully, the family of 4 who were inside asleep were awakened by the sound of a car alarm and safely evacuated. The home, however, was consumed by flames. According to police, the suspect was seen wearing a white shirt and black pants. We can tell you that this is the family home of our reporter and weather girl, Diane Dorsett, who will give us a more intimate report later this week. In the meantime, anyone with information is asked to contact police at telephone number 919 or 328-TIPS. And our thoughts and prayers are with our colleague Diane Dorsett. Well, when found, that arsonist could very well find himself behind bars, as the case with Edward Kristen Major, a.k.a. Twin, or EJ. The 22-year-old was arraigned Monday afternoon before Chief Magistrate Roberto Reckley for the June 23rd murder of Linwood Roll. Now, Roll, who was in his mid-20s, was shot multiple times as he exited the yard of his Newbold Street off Blue Hill Road home. Prosecutor Inspector Dion Barr alleged that Major was concerned with others when he carried out the deadly act. Major, a resident of Constitution Drive, was not allowed to plead to the charge. He returns to court on October 2nd to be served a voluntary bill of indictment. Police also reporting another shooting, this one on Wilton Street near Tops Lumber after 4 this afternoon. Unconfirmed reports are that 3 men were in a silver-colored small 4-door Japanese vehicle. 1 was shot and injured, while 2 managed to escape. The motive behind the shooting still unclear. The injured man was taken to hospital. His condition unknown up to airtime. The matter's under active investigations. In related news, more information tonight from yesterday's dramatic display of that cache of firearms seized during a recent joint law enforcement operation that yielded weapons, ammunition, and marijuana. Police Commissioner Chantal Knowles giving the media a first-hand look at what officers confiscated during Friday's operation, while also assuring the public that police are not being outbest by criminals.
Just need the public to see and for those who we may not have in custody to see that we got your guns, we have your marijuana, we have your ammunition, and my team will now be coming to look for you. But I want you to know that the operation, we believe, was successful, and we could not let these get into the hands of those on our streets who are causing havoc and creating fear.
Now, some of the weapons seized are regarded as ghost guns. The commissioner explains that classification.
Ghost guns means that they don't have serial numbers, so it makes it a little bit more difficult, not impossible, but difficult to trace. But we have been working with our U.S. law enforcement counterparts, and we weren't able to trace over the many years a number of firearms.
A local charity comprising the Jamaican diaspora and driven by its passion for serving within the Bahamian community and bettering the healthcare system has made quite the donation to the Princess Margaret Hospital for the 7th year. Danielle Dean has the story.
Modern-day Samaritans, the 150-strong Hummingbird Association, has for years sought to fill a need in society. And for 7 years, the group has taken the Princess Margaret Hospital under its wing, providing much-needed assistance. And as the Hummingbirds' PR rep, Sharon Percy Cooper, shares, this year was no exception.
And they will have sent us a needs list. And so our attempt was to give them what we thought was most needed, as they indicated. And so today, we are giving a vital signs machine.
PMH Hospital Administrator Jessica Cartwright details the need for this modern machine.
We as healthcare providers, we try to make sure that we have everything that our patients need, and one of the most vital tools to be used is the Dynamite machine that we have behind us, and that will allow us to test our vitals and make sure that we are accurately providing care to our patients.
As Cartwright explained, some people might not even realize how vital such donations are to PMH's everyday operation.
We partner, and we look forward to opportunities to partner with community to make things happen for the Bahamian people in healthcare. Healthcare is not cheap, and so we're just looking forward to future years where they will partner with us to make things happen here at PMH.
We want to thank the Bahamian community, the government, for embracing the presence of the Jamaicans here. And we would like for there to be an even stronger working together so we can build a wholesome, healthy, holistic, and happy country.
Reporting for the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Danielle Dean.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Folk Call Smart Pass, the smart way to pay at the pump.
In 2010, a grant helped Bahamas striping group of companies get started. Today, that seed has grown into a national force, building roads, airports, and brighter futures. Now, we're leading the way through public-private partnerships, what we call 3Ps, where government vision meets private sector innovation. 3Ps empowers local subcontractors, giving them the chance to bid. And with every contract, we're putting money directly into communities, creating jobs, supporting families, and fueling growth. From roads in Eleuthera to community centers in the inner city, we're not just laying asphalt, we're laying foundations for financial opportunity. At Bahamas Striping Group of Companies, we believe in building more than infrastructure. We're building up Bahamians who build the Bahamas. 3Ps, public-private partnerships for people, progress, and prosperity.
Are you straight? Bro, I ain't getting no service. I can't make no calls. I can't post nothing on my stories. I don't get it.
Wait, you on a live?
Chad, come, let's fix that. Come. This one needs saving. Pull them over, please.
Say less.
Sign up today. Enjoy 5 gigs on us with select prepaid plans when you port your number to Alive, or 3 months free Alive fiber services when you port your landline.
Hey, ladies, where's the day? Oh, okay, thanks. Come on. Bets.
Greg, what's up?
Hey, man, how you doing?
I'm doing well. He's meditating. You gotta give him at least an hour.
All right. I can wait. I ain't got nothing to do. Been tired saying now on to independence.
Introducing the Fiscal Smart Pass app that helps you to fuel up faster. Here's how it works. Download the app on the App Store or get it on Google Play and create your profile with payment details. Visit your nearest Shell station. Open the app, scan the pump's QR code, select your payment amount, and begin fueling. Say goodbye to cash and cards because the Fiscal Smart Pass offers secure and convenient payment options right at your fingertips. Download Fiscal Smart Pass now and fuel up faster today.
This portion of the news is brought to you by 700 Wines and Spirits, bringing celebration across the nation.
Flag raising ceremonies throughout the country kicking off at Mount Fitzwilliam, home to Government House, the official residence of the Governor General. And as expected, Dame Cynthia Pratt and Chair of the Independent Secretariat, Her Excellency Leslie Miller Bryce, were among those on hand to witness the day-long celebration in the run-up to the country's 52nd birthday.
We started the national flag-raising ceremony during our year of the 50th. We wanted to ensure that, we see the Bahamian flags throughout the country, and sometimes we just drive right past, not really realizing the importance, the strength, and really what it means. And so we just wanted to ensure that as we started our 50th anniversary year, that we raise our flags. And it didn't only happen here in New Providence, it happened in every family island, it happened all throughout the diaspora.
Bahamians are meantime encouraged to wear national colors, taking pride in the rich meaning behind them, our land, waters, and of course, our people. Oh, what's independence without the author of the pledge, Reverend Dr. Philip Ramming, who gave his approval for the advancement and achievement of independence 52 years in.
The population has grown to understand the responsibility. And Sir Lyndon, he worked hard in trying to cause us to understand and to work hard to keep it going. And from Prime Minister to Prime Minister, I think we are realizing now it's more responsibility than the shore, and we are getting there to do a better job.
Well, we're going to toss it over now to our lovely ladies over there in Access Now for a sneak peek. We're all dressed, if you're wondering, in culture clothing. Ladies?
Yes, because we're all dressed in culture clothing, but we also have Bahamian music. It's on Taboo Tuesday.
It's Tuesday. You know, that's our favorite. We love a good Taboo Tuesday, and we're going to be looking at Bahamian music and seeing what's coming out of that.
Yeah, those girls have all the fun over there. Our feature story is up next.
Diet-friendly special.
Throughout our lifetime, we must all make decisions. No matter how we choose, the right one just needs to be made. Like having J.S. Johnson Insurance Agents and Brokers as your insurance partner. We've been serving the Bahamas for over 100 years. Whether you need home, motor, marine, or commercial insurance, make the right decision. Call 397-2100 or visit jsjohnson.com.
JS Johnson Insurance, peace of mind.
What you doing, man? Oh, you didn't know it? Popeye's giving up the $5,000 for summer, dog. Stop that! All you gotta do is purchase a NOLA box, any Popeye location. You can even enter online to win a NOLA box. What are this? That's a chicken sandwich, 2 tenders, fries, apple pie, drink for $13.95.
Throughout our lifetime, we must all make decisions. No matter how we choose, the right one just needs to be made. Like having J.S. Johnson Insurance Agents and Brokers as your insurance partner. We've been serving the Bahamas for over 100 years. Whether you need home, motor, marine, or commercial insurance, make the right decision. Call 397-2100 or visit jsjohnson.com.
JS Johnson Insurance, peace of mind.
Happy Independence Bahamas! Let's celebrate 50 plus together with a unique Janae's Uniform Center Independence print, dry fit polo or t-shirts, ribbons and full bows in black, gold, and aquamarine. Janae's special family package includes buy 2 adults and 3 children Independence polos or t-shirts and get 15% off. Outfit your staff for a special Independence dress of week or day with a different design. For more than 30 pieces of Janae's Independence polos or t-shirts, get up to 25% discount. Janae's Uniform Center Chesapeake Road Independence Selections. Choose your favorite and celebrate 50 plus. Restrictions apply.
The new stuffed crust cheddar flavor has a taste you'll enjoy.
Outside and inside.
With a delicious stuffed crust covered in irresistible cheddar flavor. Come and try the new stuffed crust cheddar flavor only at Little Caesars.
Pizza, pizza. Not all such stories end well, but this next one certainly did. A father on Sunday made a daring rescue to save his daughter, and both lived to tell the tale. U.S. reports are that as the father attempted to take a picture, his daughter fell overboard into the ocean from a railing on deck 4 of the Disney Dream cruise ship. The father, we understand, quickly jumped into choppy seas, swam to his daughter, and the two treaded water as a dispatched Disney rescue boat quickly rescued them. They were brought back safely to the cruise ship as thousands of passengers cheered for the happy ending. And that does it for the National Report. But stay close. The Bahamas Tonight continues with Access Now.